This is me before seeing him. It's Jordan Peele produced, one of the most anticipated movies of the year. I've got no expectations. Other than football, I don't really know what this movie's about. Let's go.
2 hours later.
That was terrible. I've seen a lot of bad movies this year, but this might be one of the worst because it's so ambitious and it's trying so hard to be a masterpiece, but it's not. It makes me think of Tyler Perry's For Colored Girls from, what was that, 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And he was trying so hard to make an Oscar-worthy, an Oscar-caliber, an Oscar-bait film, and it was just not good. Like, you could see the effort, you could see him rising and reaching, but falling short. Same thing here. I'm getting ahead of myself. So that was Him, directed by Justin Tipping. This is his second feature film. Stars Marlon Wayans, Tyreek Withers, Julia Fox, and a whole bunch of other people. Like, what even was this about? Like, it was all over the place. The best thing about this movie is definitely Marlon Wayans' performance. He's been goofy my entire life. I forget how talented he is. He has this very manic character who is very menacing and psychologically deviant, who goes from one extreme to the next very quickly. It's a great performance. It could have been an Oscar-worthy performance, but the writing is just so bad. And honestly, he's the only one in the movie giving anything. When you have a character like that that's very just psychologically demented, you need a good opposite. Or you need good tone. You need good writing. You need something. Unfortunately, Tyreek Withers, who is young and up and coming, bless his heart, he's not a bad actor. I mean, he did just fine in I Know What You Did Last Summer. The movie wasn't that great, but he did fine. But he gives nothing. He is giving, this man is crazy, and there's nothing. Marlon Wayans in this movie, it makes me think of Danielle Deadwyler in the movie Till. That was 2022. A lot of people really upset that she didn't get the Oscar nod. I honestly was not expecting her to get it at all. And for the same reason here, what she gave was an Oscar caliber performance, but unfortunately she was the only one in the movie giving anything. It was an issue with direction. The director was so focused on her performance that she neglected everything else. She neglected, really directing the rest of the cast. So she gives this very emotive performance, but there's no opposite. There's nothing for her to really channel that energy into, that her performance just falls flat and kind of just falls into oblivion. And it's sad, it's unfortunate, it's unfair, but that's what happens when you have a crappy director trying to give us a heavy piece. Same thing here. This director is trying to give us something very, very heavy, but he's not committed to the whole bit. He's very much committed to whatever Marlon Wayans is doing, but he was not committed to Tyreek Withers. He was not committed to Julia Fox. I mean, she really didn't have to try very hard. I feel like she was just playing an extreme caricature of herself. The visuals, I think, are very interesting. Like we're playing around with different textures of photography. It felt experimental, like we're tapping into old school expressionism, French, German, kind of like Andalusian dog. The writing sucks. It sucks so bad. The visuals are great. Soundtrack is great. Marlon Wayans is great. Everything else sucks. This movie made no damn sense. Like, what was the plot? What was this about? What was the point of this? Was this just a pretty art house film? Fine. I'm here for that, but it didn't even do that well. And what kind of horror? This is supposed to be a horror movie. Horror where? Scary where? It's not scary. I think maybe they're going for psychological horror. That would have worked had Tyreek Withers given us something. Had there been some sort of commitment to tone. None of that. All we get psychological anything is from Marlon Wayans' performance, but again, he doesn't have a good opposite. Someone to help to kind of craft and mold his character as he moves through the story. There's nothing there. Body horror they might be trying for, but even that is kind of dull and boring. Step it up, okay? Step it up if you're gonna do body horror. This is going on my worst movies of 2025 list in the category movies that piss me off. That was so boring. I mean, even if it's not scary, horror makes you uncomfortable. I wasn't even uncomfortable, I was bored. This movie has something to say, but it lacks the vocabulary to communicate. All that hype just for it to be lukewarm. No matter what I say, this movie's gonna make pretty good money this weekend. I mean, again, highly anticipated, there's a lot of hype, and Jordan Peele's name is attached to it. It's being produced by his company, Monkey Paw. Now, if you remember about a month ago, we had the movie Weapons. And Jordan Peele was actually in a bidding war to acquire the rights to the script for Weapons so that he could produce it, lost the bidding war, ended up firing his longtime managers. Now, the thing about Jordan Peele is, yeah, he wants to make money, but he wants to be one of the greats. He wants to be known for making and producing quality films. So, yeah, if I were him, I'd be extra mad because he lost out on one of the best movies of the year just to produce one of the worst. I mean, I don't know, like, who lucked out or who didn't. Like, it sucks for Jordan Peele that he didn't get Weapons, but, like, yay for Zach Cregger that this is not the route that he went. Like, I don't know. Is this what we're to expect from Monkey Paw? But that was bad. I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh. No, that pissed me off.